The choreographers I admire most are ones who you can watch their choreography, and without knowing who the choreographer says, you can say, oh, this is so-and-so's work because I recognize this. How it happens for me is I find the music or I'm given music, and then from there, movement comes out of that. And then from the movement, I think emotion. And from emotion, I think the story just naturally comes out of that. The dancers played such a huge role in the choreography and just the process, just working with them. I really wanted to take something from them and put it in the movement.
When James was choreographing the piece on us, there were times when he had us improvise and he would just play music and we would dance to it, and sometimes he would see things that he liked and put it in parts of the dance.
I wanted something that spoke from my own vocabulary as well as something from their vocabulary that would be natural for them. Because there were two separate casts, it just somehow worked out that the movement was natural all around. There was individuality, but it wasn't so individual that nobody else could express the movement.
James wanted us to be more of ourselves during the piece and not have a real character. So it was very different to actually be able to have such a personal take on his piece.
I think that what generates the creative process is just the choreographers respecting the dancers and vice versa. I think there just has to be this mutual respect for we are creating something and we're all a part of something.
There was a lot of communication. It was different. It was amazing to see how things worked for me. It wasn't just doing it.
A lot of contemporary dancing requires you to let yourself go and let the movement move you. And so being able to trust yourself to be able to do what you're expecting is really helpful.
I feel like that helps me improve my, my versatility and also my artistry as a dancer.
I really want to take a lot from dancers, and I hope that they take something from me and aren't afraid to kind of explore. When I choreographed my own solo, I chose a piece of music called La Prima Vez by Owain Fife, and I've kind of known this music for a while, and I came up with a little bit of choreography without any music. My iPod was on shuffle, and then La Prima Vez comes on, and then I just start to do the movement with the music. It was not intentional that the movement worked out with the music. It was very unintentional. It was neither really easy or hard to choreograph for yourself. Naturally, you find movement that is your own and that works for you, but then you also have to look at it and say, is this going to be pleasing for the audience to look at? And you don't really get the chance to do that since you're dancing. By the end, I was really just kind of frantically talking with people, and I was just getting a lot of feedback. So it's hard because you can't say what looks good because you're doing it. The emotional inspiration for this solo was a couple of paragraphs from David Rakov's book, Love, Dishonor, Marry, Die, Cherish, Perish. One of his characters is dying of AIDS, and the character is just talking about how he knows he's on a countdown, he knows he's going to die, but he has all of these really little things to think about, like, oh, where's your sweater? Just so many mundane things that just are so vastly outmatched by this countdown. So I have this knowledge of something is ending, and there's kind of that thought of, why does this have to end? Is there really a reason for this? So it's a little bit angry, and it's very sad, and just the kind of why is this happening? I'm not sure if I really want the audience to walk away with something. I want them to see the whole thing and see what it means to them. And the same with the pas. If they like it, they don't like it, made them feel this way, whatever. It's not about, I hope you got this message because blah, blah, blah. It's just take what you want from this.